My name is Zamil Solanki, and it's an absolute pleasure to be joining each and every one of you again on another episode. And if you are watching live, give me some likes, give me some hearts, because as you know, I love receiving and feeling your energy each and every morning, but also giving it back in return. So definitely jump on and do that because that would be absolutely awesome. Special shout out to those that are watching in the Limitless Network or from the Limitless Network as well. It's great to have each and every one of you on this morning, but more details about that in the description box below. Uh, but today we're jumping into, well, happy Tuesday. And today what we're jumping into is Team Tuesday. Team Tuesday. And if you're running a team or if you're, uh, yeah, pretty much leading a bunch of people, which I'm sure a lot of you are, tell me about it in the comment section below because I'd love to know what sort of team dynamics that you have at the moment and what sort of, I guess, leadership style maybe you're using to lead them as well, because at the end of the day, today's talking about team, talking about getting team to buy in, I guess, into what your vision might look like, but to also enable them to really, really become a part of your journey as well. Because at the end of the day, the whole point of having a team within an organization, but along an entrepreneurial journey, is to bring them on the journey with you. And we talk about team a lot. We talk about team within T with Z quite a lot. But what actually makes a well functioning team? And to me, that's collective buy in. That's collective buy in to a shared purpose in pursuit of a shared mission, all aligned to the same values, with each team member knowing their roles and responsibilities within the organization that contributes to achieving those goals. So that in a nutshell is quite a lot. It sounds quite simple, but in a nutshell is quite a lot. And each and every one of these things that we talk about contributes to really building up the culture of an organization. When we've spoken a lot about purpose, we've spoken about mission, and we've seen um, more and more people, enter the space race now, and looking at those 7 to 11,000 little tasks that allow them to get to their 10-year mission is all broken up, but with a shared purpose and a goal along that way, with the team collectively buying into that, allows those goals to be reached. And when we look within an organization, we look at all of these, I guess, factors within an organization and a team in particularly. Team culture is critical to obviously bringing our organizations to the successes that we're aiming to achieve. Now, who's responsible for team culture? Is it you as a leader of an organization? Is it you as a team member or talent member within an organization? Is it the customers? Is it your suppliers? Is it whoever enters your business? Who might it be? And for me, it's actually everybody. Everybody is responsible for the organizational culture because at the end of the day, we all play a part in supporting it or actually working against it. It's really, I guess, really important to note that, so many people drive culture within an organization and have these expectations that it is the leaders and managers' responsibilities and upper levels' responsibilities to be driving the culture. And don't get me wrong, they play a big role in that because at the end of the day, they are quite largely responsible for setting the tone of the organization. But each of us have a role in which to play to support that. And I've seen and just chatting with people recently about changes in upper level management and the roles in which culture has changed as a result of that has really had profound impacts on the way an organization might be run. And that's resulted in people that were, sticking with an organization, were within an organization for a long period of time, either detracting away from that organization based on a cultural misalignment or finding that they're more aligned to it and sticking with it. And now that can work in two different ways because at the end of the day, there might have been what was perceived to be a toxic or negative culture, and that's why changes in leadership and management occurred. And they're trying to implement change, and the people that were sitting, warm and cozy in the piss pool and just enjoying that toxic culture or feeding that toxic culture soon, very quickly, found out that the spotlight was shone on them and as a result, didn't really fit into those new, the changes and developments. Or what was happening is that there was an amazing culture, and the leadership style, the management style that has been brought in has really kind of, rocked that boat and kind of unsettled it on their entrance to it. So what I really wanted to ask today is we, enter the busier part of the year, because we're coming, we're hearing now a lot of exciting news about, Christmas getting spoken about. In a couple of weeks will be Halloween, and as soon as Halloween's over, you will all see the Christmas decorations up in full swing. And as a result of that, what a lot of our businesses do is employ a lot more talent within our organizations for that shorter period of time. And what I really wanted to touch on today was, well, how is that going to affect your team? And using something like a dedicated day like Team Tuesday, how can we use these sorts of days to reflect and really empower our teams to really, take ownership of their role in the culture within our organization? And to me, whilst one day of the week is great to do this, it's something probably even more important to really be hitting home each and every day. And the way in which we can do that is through simple processes like daily huddles, connecting with values, demonstrating values. All of these simple tools, tips, and tricks help us to reinforce why we are here and what we are doing it in service for. And what are we doing our daily jobs in pursuit of as well, knowing that we need to stretch and extend ourselves and think above the line, think on the strategic tasks that contribute to the business beyond our daily normal duties. And as a result of thinking strategically, well, then we're getting now, oh my God, we're getting more bogged down and more work. So, what is that doing to our culture? What is that doing to our team? So, it's really important that we're constantly refining our processes, debriefing and reviewing them to make sure that we are managing our team culture appropriately, but also in the positive light, seeking feedback from our team when things aren't working, seeking feedback when things are working, and how we can improve on them, because we so often try to identify the negatives, but seeking the positives and actually going, well, how can we do these things that are working even better? And translating that further and more widespread within the organization so that we are focusing on what we do well and then actually exponentially growing that as well. So not just focusing on the negative, but also focusing on the positive allows us to really refine and identify, well, what are the amazing things within our team and culture, and how can we grow from that? And what you'll soon find is by focusing on that positive and that growth mentality within an organization, those little negative things will either step up out of your business, step up within your business, or step out of your business, because all of that focus is going to be so focused on that positive energy that negative will soon feel very alienated. Will soon feel very, very alienated. And the best thing for that is that they can self deselect. That negativity or whatever cultural aspect that is, detrimental to our business can then self deselect and exit out of the business. Because at the end of the day, if we're trying to encourage, a culture that is congruent with what we're trying to achieve, we need to be confident in the ability of us to promote self deselection. And that comes down to my final point is, are we then held to those negative aspects within our team and negative aspects within our culture? And as a result, we're now creating elements of Stockholm syndrome. We're now being empathetic and sympathetic to our captors. We become so reliant, and we don't want to have these tough conversations with people that are literally holding us ransom, holding our business hostage, holding our team hostage from progress and development. And without having those tough and difficult conversations, we ourselves are doing ourselves a disservice. And as a result of that, how can we actually foster a positive culture that is universally held within the organization if we are supporting negative elements of the culture, even indirectly? We might not enjoy it and like it, but by doing nothing about it, we're letting it, fester. We're letting it sit there. We're acknowledging that it exists, but are doing nothing about it. So what impact does that have on the rest of the team? And by doing nothing, are we saying that we aren't valuing the culture that we're trying to create? Think about the amazing talent within your team and the impacts that has on those amazing talent as well that are supportive of your culture, that are driving your culture forward, and then maybe are doing that with one hand tied behind their back. So these are all conversations that I wanted to really bring to the forefront, and conversations that you can use on Team Tuesday each and every week. You can make it Team Thursday. You can do whatever you really want to do. But at the end of the day, it's an amazing opportunity to sit down and really reflect on where your team is currently at and where you want to take them. But starting bringing them on the journey with you, at least starting with one day a week and then migrating to daily after that. Because at the end of the day, the more interaction we get with our team, the more buy in we're going to create to get them onto our journey to fulfill and live our purpose, to hit our mission, to hit our objectives, and to obviously deliver the ultimate best holistic healthcare for everybody within our community, because that's what it's all about. So I'd love for each and every one of you to tell me in the comment section below. And if you are watching a replay, definitely comment in the comment section below. Is what do you do special for your team to help ensure that your culture is I guess supported moving forward? What do you do in your team? Tell me in the comment section below. And well, what do you do even for yourself? Or what does your leaders do for you? So tell me in the comment section below. I'm really, really interested to hear what you do and share the love, because at the end of the day, your comments can help others on their journey as well. But if another safe place to talk about this is in the Limitless Network, where we're a group of like-minded health entrepreneurs, but people that just value health. That's all we are. People that just value health in any way, shape, or form. It's a group that is growing each and every week, and I'm absolutely stoked to be creating a community around what I am so passionate about. And it's a really safe space to talk about these things as well. So the details are on the screen at the moment. Feel free to join. But if you are watching from the Limitless Network, invite somebody on the journey with you to hold you accountable to what you're going to do as well. And as we grow the community, those levels of accountability will only grow as well. So that's it from me today. It's been awesome chatting with each and every one of you. So yeah, Team Tuesday, Team Thursday, whatever it might be, what are you doing to help support your culture? What are your leaders doing to support you, to support your culture as well? And what are you doing to support, the environment in which you live in as well, and the culture that is? So that's it from me today. Awesome once again connecting with each and every one of you on another episode of Tea with Z. I really love it each and every time that you watch. And thanks, Jan. Thank you so much, Jan. We loved having Jan. And Jan, for all of you that don't know, Jan jumps on and interacts. I would say most mornings. And she was absolute rock star. She's Jay Fizzle to me, because she definitely was an absolute pillar of the amazing team that we had at our pharmacy in Macrovat. So big shout out to you, Jan. Thanks for jumping on. And to each and every one of you that are watching as well, big shout out as well. But that's it from me today. Awesome connecting with each and every one of you. Really look forward to reading your comments in the comment section below. But that's it from me today. Have an amazing day. Stay safe, stay well, and I'll catch you tomorrow on another episode of Tea with Z. Take care now. Bye.